Hi, welcome back. Welcome to this forecourt film for this absolutely stunning BMW 340i M Sport Shadow Edition. Shadow Edition cars essentially were like the very last of the F30 series. On this particular model of 3 Series, it gave you all of the M Sport additional options, but also things like the gloss black grille came as standard here on the front, whereas a lot of the time we would just have the standard chrome one. And then you can also see at the very bottom of the sort of headlights in here as well, all of the casing inside is actually also in black as well, whereas again that would be silver on normal M Sport cars. The car's got the BMW LED headlights, as we can see on the front here. Coming down the side, got these absolutely beautiful M Sport alloy wheels. These are all completely unmarked, finished in this wonderful dark grey gloss paint, and then diamond cuts across the front. But like I said, every single one of those is completely unmarked. And just while we're here as well, you can see that this car has also been upgraded with these wonderful new performance brake discs, and that's front and rear as well. You'll see all of those, so they're all completely brand new. And then you've got the blue M Sport braking system here as well, with the blue calipers as well. So very, very nice indeed. I'll just have a quick look at the new discs on the back here as well. They've been upgraded. All genuine BMW ones, but offer a lot more performance than the standard. But they are absolutely fantastic. I haven't driven a number of these different vehicles. I can absolutely swear by these new brakes. They're very, very nice indeed. The car on the outside is called Sapphire Black. It's an absolutely beautiful metallic colour. You get to see all sorts of metallic popping through here. The overall condition of the paintwork is absolutely exceptional. It's a really, really wonderful car. It's been extremely well cared for by the previous owner. We bought the car directly from them, and it really has been looked after extremely well. Never seen a mechanical car wash or anything like that. He used to do a lot of the cleaning and everything himself. But yeah, so absolutely fantastic. Back bumper completely free of any marks or scratches or anything like that, or even any loading scratches, as we can see across the top here. And all the way down the passenger side, again, all absolutely perfect. Another 2 completely unmarked wheels. Sorry, I absolutely love the summertime, but we do get bugs and weird things that keep landing on the car as well. So unless I pointed out, they're not chips or marks or anything like that. Roof, again, completely in perfect condition. It's also been upgraded. This is quite a nice option actually on these. Again, all of the Shadow Editions come with black mirror housing. Obviously this car being a black car would have done anyway, but that Shadow Edition's done. This one has been upgraded with the same mirror houses from the M140i, so I think it really sort of helps break up the side of the car. Again, ties in really nicely with the silver on the wheels and everything like that, and is actually just quite a nice addition. So that's pretty much the only modification to the car. It's just the coloured wing mirrors there, which look absolutely fantastic. The front bonnet is very, very good. Only a couple of very, very tiny stone chips. Certainly something you would expect just in day-to-day driving on the car, but again, certainly nothing excessive. There is really nothing to point out here that I don't think you'd be happy with when you came to see the car in person. Just your general sort of age-related wear, but it's extremely minimal. There's not even anything worth pointing out to you. Coming round to the back, again you can see completely free of any dents or anything like that at all as well. We've got 2 keys for the car. You can use the remote here to pop the rear boot, and it's all been absolutely beautifully kept in here. The car's been upgraded with a storage package, so you do get a couple of additional luggage nets and things like that as well, and then also a 12-volt socket in the back there. Lift this up, and we've got under seat or under floor even storage in here, and in that bag is actually a removable tow bar. It's completely invisible from the back, so when you're not using it you can't see it at all, but underneath there you'll just see the fixing point for it. One of the previous owners was a keen cyclist, so it basically just means that you can put a bike rack on the back there as well, so that's completely removable, and it's not been towing caravans or anything strange like that. It's mainly just been used for putting a bike rack on, so quite a nice feature to have. And like I said, completely invisible from the back, so you'd have absolutely no idea that the car even had one when you weren't using it. Underneath here, you've got your toolkit with the locking wheel nut, screwdrivers and towing eye. And again, just having a quick look through, you can see it's been exceptionally well cared for. There's no stains or marks or anything like that at all. Warning triangle up and everything like that up in place. Just shut that down. Inside the car we've got this wonderful coral red leather. Now this comes across very strangely on the camera. It looks very, very orange. It's quite a difficult colour to either photograph or to video. I'll try and see. Yeah, it's a lot brighter on the screen than it is in reality, but it's quite a nice sort of dark red, but absolutely exceptional condition. You've got this wonderful contrast stitch here on the headrests and sort of throughout as well, but you know, you can see in here there really is no wear at all. Fold the centre armrest down here as well, and then you've also got cup holders for the rear passengers. And if we look at all the seat backs and everything like that, they're free of any kick marks or any wear at all. Really, really fantastic condition all the way through. All the headlining unmarked and in lovely condition as well. Through to the door, we've got the button here for the power folding door mirrors. You can also just press and hold the lock button on the key, and that will power fold those in automatically. And then obviously all your controls through electric windows and everything like that. This car's been upgraded with the Harman Kardon sound system. It's the Logic 7 system. It's actually got speakers all throughout the cars, underneath the seats and all over the place, and a really fantastic quality of sound on here as well. Because it's got the storage pack, you've also got the additional cubby hole there for putting smaller items. We've got automatic headlights and automatic windscreen wipers. We've got this wonderful 3-spoke M Sport chunky steering wheel with the paddle shift upgrade and everything like that on here as well. And then you've also got things like your cruise control and all of your media functions on there. But the steering wheel itself is in absolutely lovely condition. It's not worn the leather at all. You've got the wonderful stitching and everything like that as well. And being the 340i, you also get these really nice stainless steel pedals that are down here as well. Just denotes the sort of performance model in the lineup. We just jump in. It's a keyless start system, so you just put your foot on the brake and press start stop. Car tickles into life, and we can see that the mileage today is 34,431. These are your automatic wiper mode over there, and then on the stalk over here we've got the onboard computer, so it just cycles through all of your different menu sections, tells you what your distance remaining is, navigation instructions, and also your miles per gallon. Extremely good out of this actually. In fact, this has dropped a little bit since I brought it back, but just on a motorway I was getting 37 to the gallon, which I think is pretty impressive for a 3-litre petrol engine with 322 horsepower. It's very, very nice indeed. The other button here on the stalk is the automatic headlight dipping. So if a car comes towards you at night, you can have that set up so that the lights will automatically dim as the car comes towards you, and then go back to full high beam afterwards. So that's the high beam assist. Across on here we've got your dual zone climate control, so separate temperatures for driver and passenger. You've also got independent controls in the back there as well, so you can set the temperature. We've also got 3-stage heated seats, really nice, and then also a heated steering wheel here as well for the winter. So again, some really, really lovely features on this particular car. Dropping down to the centre here, we've finally got rid of the lift out case because this is the facelift version, so you've just got this slide back cover here for the dual cup holders, and also another 12-volt socket. Down here we have, this would normally just change the sort of different driving modes between Eco, Pro and things like that. You can actually see the dashboard. It's got this digital screen at the bottom called a black panel display, which means that it'll sort of change depending on what mode you're in. Normally this would just sort of change things like gearbox style and everything like that, but this car has also been upgraded with the adaptive dampers as well, which is a really nice feature. A lot of people advertise cars saying that they have it when in fact they don't, but this one has actually got the adaptive dampers on it as well, so you can change settings in here for the drivetrain, whether you have them on the sort of comfort setting or more of a stiffer sport setting. So a really, really nice option. The person who spec'd this car has very much gone with the sort of driving additional extras rather than some of the comfort ones. So we don't have things like a sunroof and electric memory seats and things like that, but they've really honed in on all of the sort of the driver focused options that you can get, which is really nice, apart from the heated steering wheel of course, which is a bit of a luxury and certainly not a racing essential. Hotkey buttons up on here. This can actually, you can save things like radio stations, a number that's in your telephone directory, or also just get it to hotkey to any of the screens that you've got up here on the iDrive. The iDrive I'll go through with you in a second. Again, continuing down the dashboard, you can see all of this completely free of any marks or scratches or anything. It really has been so well looked after in here. if we come through, you can just see the quality of the leather. Again, looking very, very orange in the in the video, and looking completely different through my eyes. Down to here, armrest with storage cubby and also a USB socket as well. So over to the iDrive. This is obviously the newer controller, and also has things like handwriting recognition, so you can actually sort of handwrite postcodes or people's names into the system to be able to search for all of that. But very, very nice and easy to use. You've still got all of your main buttons to access everything that you want. This is actually the Media Pack Professional Plus. So with the Professional, you have the larger screen that we see here, which is always the one that we try to go for. But this one has actually been upgraded with the Plus package, which means that this has now also become a touchscreen system, which is very, very cool indeed. So it's been upgraded sort of over the years, with different sort of look and feel to it, but then around about the 2000 and I think it was 16 or 17, they introduced this this additional screen here, which was touchscreen. So you've got that whole kind of like tile layout and everything like that, which makes it all look a little bit more modern. And then this is essentially where you access absolutely everything to do with the car, whether it be your media. So we'll run through everything that's on here. You've got DAB digital radio as well as FM and AM stations. If we hit media again, we can come through to the different sort of ways that you can put music into the car. So we have a music hard drive, so you could actually download music directly into the system and it would save it for you. We also have Bluetooth audio streaming, which is the one that most people would use, and then we also have things like a CD player still, and a DVD player that clips into here, and a USB connection as well if you wanted to do it. But in all honesty, most people would use the Bluetooth media streaming to access their music, Spotify, podcasts, everything like that can all be put through. Basically anything you can listen to on your phone can be brought straight through onto this main screen. We obviously have satellite navigation. Again, this is the wider screen one. It covers you for the whole of Western Europe. It takes full postcodes, and it has sort of places of interest and things like that in there as well. I'm not going to show you how it all works because I think most people have probably seen how satellite navigation works. But very, very good system. It contains traffic reports and everything like that as well. Obviously, we've got Bluetooth telephone for voice calls. And then if we come through to the My Vehicle section, this will actually give you like a full control panel for the car, so you can come in and make changes to the interior and exterior lighting, the colours, the brightness and everything like that as well. So all of the main sort of controls are set up through here. And then vehicle status and technology in action. Go through to technology in action. We've got efficient dynamics. This will actually sort of give you hints and tips on improving your fuel economy. And then into sports displays here as well, we get this quite cool power and torque gauge. You can actually hear a bit of a rumble and a few cracks from the exhaust on there, which actually sounded quite cool. Vehicle status. This will give you all of your sort of servicing bits and pieces. Because we haven't driven very far, it's not come up with the tyre pressures yet, but after about half a mile of driving, you'll actually display each individual tyre pressure there for you. You can also check things like your engine oil levels and everything like that. Service requirements. So this will tell you what has been done and when, and also what is due next. So the next item that needs to be done would be a brake fluid service in January 2023. The MOT we have just carried out, so that's not due until July 2023. Engine oil service June 24, so 2 years to go on there. Again, it's just had a service, it's just had all new brakes and everything like that as well. So front brake pads 16,000 miles, rear brake pads 28,000 miles, and a vehicle check in 2026. So as I mentioned, with everything, new MOT, service, brakes, everything's just been done. The tyres are all in fantastic condition, so there really isn't anything for you to do anytime soon. And we can also gain access to things like the service history in here as well. Everything back from the pre-delivery check and which centre it was that carried it out to the servicing. To come in and it'll actually tell you exactly what was done at different times. And then vehicle inspection, service carried out on there, and then like I said, we've just had a service done recently as well. So as I mentioned, nothing for the new owner to do anytime soon. That's pretty much it on the main screen, I think. Like I said, it's really just the sort of main connection for your the vehicle setup and your navigation and all of your media and everything like that as well. We've got front and rear parking sensors. We just press the P button up on here and it'll actually show you which parking sensor is being used. It's actually a far better system than a camera, in my opinion. And then just having a quick look around the rest of the interior, just seeing how beautifully well it's been kept all the way through. Got a decent sized glove box, got all your books and manuals and everything like that there as well. As mentioned, under the bonnet we've got a beautiful 3-litre twin power turbo, as BMW call it, 322 horsepower, 6-cylinder petrol engine. It sounds absolutely fantastic. The car's warmed up a little bit now, so we'll just do a small exhaust clip. The sound doesn't always come across brilliantly on camera, but we'll just give that a quick go. And it's just a really lovely sound when you're driving the car on the road. The rest of it, just again having a quick look through the interior, we've got this really nice silver finisher here, as opposed to some of the previous generations that had the things like the blue lines across here, which really ruin the interior depending on what sort of colour you went for. And then also I really love this as an upgrade. They've got this this sort of white stitching leather top dashboard that looks so much nicer than the sort of the relatively sort of plasticky looking one before. And then also you can just see down here, this is your control for your head-up display. Just see it coming through on there. And this is a fantastic option again. As I mentioned, the person who specified this car from the beginning really did everything with kind of driving in mind. So the head-up display will show you things like your obviously your current speed, but also speed limits and your satellite navigation instructions and any sort of error messages. If you open the door, it'll tell you that the door's open, and other things like that as well. So again, a very, very nice and quite a rare feature to have on one of these models. I hope you found this video useful. This really is an absolutely beautifully spec'd car. Some real choice options on this, and again, as I mentioned, is presented in absolutely immaculate condition throughout. And being the Shadow Edition, you obviously get some of the nice styling changes and tweaks to it as well. But yeah, absolutely stunning car. As I mentioned on a couple of occasions now, I think, completely fully serviced all the way through. Absolutely nothing for the new owner to do. It is ready to be driven and enjoyed. If we can help with any further information, if you require any finance figures, or if you have a part exchange to value, then please do let us know by contacting us through our website, which is jajarvis.co.uk. Ultimately, we'd love to get you to get down and show you the car in person. Thank you very much again for watching, and we'll see you next time.